God damn it. It's about time. It's about time that we talk about one of the most important things and one of the most asked questions on my channel. It's time to debunk some myths and talk about my MTWs. So my channel got kind of known for doing the MTW gameplay. I was like one of the only people who actually did MTW gameplay from the very beginning. Dion was also doing it, but I was the one who took it like very serious compared to everyone else. And ever since the beginning, everyone has always been coming to me and asking me about my MTWs. What did you do to them? Why are they shooting so far? Why is it shooting so much longer than any other MTW I've ever seen? Why are your MTWs so much better? Well, there's a thing a lot of airsoft YouTubers don't talk about, and that is which country they're from and what joules and BB weight they use. Sure, my MTWs, let's take one as an example here. Let's take the CQB one. This is my CQB MTW. It's the most upgraded MTW you can possibly get. Nothing is left stock, everything is literally swapped out. Performance wise, this is literally pumped to the max. And you're like, oh wow, okay, so what is done to it? Well, what is inside really doesn't matter that much. You're like, that's crazy. Well, in Denmark, with this CQB gun, I'm shooting 1.69 joules with 0.40s. 0.40 gram BBs at 0 meters with 1.69 joule, which is very high for a lot of countries. So when you see me doing 60, 65, 70 meter shots with this gun, just shooting one BB and just hitting people right in the head, clearly it's not because my gun is super upgraded. Sure, I have Umbrella Armory R-Hub, I'm sponsored by them, I do collab with them, but I don't really get anything out of it. And saying, yo, I fucking love this brand because they have some good shit. Barrels with R-Hub has been really good to me. Here's the thing, I'm shooting 1.69 joule with a 0.40 gram BB, and it's in R-Hub. Where you'll be like, oh shit, some countries are capped to 0.28, which is kind of, you know, meh, okay, well. So when you see a YouTuber, you're like, why does this guy shoot so hard? I know most people don't say it, most people don't answer the comments when they're being asked. Like, try to ask a airsoft YouTuber, how many joules are you shooting with what gram of BBs? Not a lot of people answers actually. For example, with my SPR, my special purpose rifle, which is the one I shoot really hard with. This one, my normal BB weight is 0.45. 0.45 gram BBs. I shoot 2.25 joules with this to 2.89 joules. And some people are like, how are you shooting 80 meters, 90 meters? Well, I'm shooting harder than most snipers are in most countries. Harder, way harder than most snipers are shooting. And I'm allowed to spam my trigger in semi. You're like, what's done to it? Well, what is inside of this SPR is exactly what's inside of this. It's the same stuff. The thing is just in Denmark, we can shoot really high joules. That's why my guns are shooting so far. I'm not gonna go in what everything is inside of it, because you could take a completely stock barrel, one that has a good polish inside of it, put a Maple Leaf Super Macron, 70 degree, slap a 0.40s or 0.45s in it, shoot 1.69 joule and have the same range as this. Probably not gonna be as accurate as the R-Hub, because the R-Hub is super accurate, but you'll probably have the same range. Because why am my MTW shooting so far compared to a lot of MTWs out there you see? Well, I'm shooting really fucking hard. Like, I'm shooting really hard compared to a lot of countries. When I talk to people in Germany, they're like, oh my god, the gun is shooting so insanely far. I'm like, how hard are you shooting? 0.5 joules. I'm like, 0.5 joules? I throw BBs harder. I mean, so why does my MTW shoot so far? Well, my MTW shoot far just because of the simple fact that I'm shooting high joules, high FPS with really heavy BB. Most rivals can do that if they're tuned around it, obviously, but the MTW in itself, out of the box, can shoot really freaking far and really hard. Obviously, I upgrade my MTW. I used it out of the box. For my high joules and extremely heavy BBs, the stock bucking just is not enough for me. So there's R-Hub, Umbrella Armory R-Hub in this too. I use that in all my guns actually. I'm a big fan of it. No, I don't get anything out of it for promoting it. That's very important to say. I get absolutely nothing, but you guys can get free shipping if you want it. This sounds like such a sellout, but it's not. I get nothing from it. So yeah, then I also want to talk about scope cams. That's very important. When you guys see me shooting people in the videos with these so-called scope cameras up here, when you see me shooting someone and they are tiny, a tiny little speck, and I shoot them one BB, sometimes, not just me, but every single freaking airsoft YouTuber cut out a lot of bad kills. Cut out a lot of bad kills where shoot, I don't get a kill. Cut out a lot of kills because it has to look impressive. Every single YouTuber you see it does it. I'm not gonna say any names here, I'm not gonna get in any trouble, but every fucking YouTuber only shows cool shit because airsoft videos are entertainment. It's entertainment. It's not a display of skill, really. I can make a video of me looking really bad, me doing a bunch of stupid shit, but then I can also make a banger video of me where I have a round where I get 60 kills in one round because I absolutely dominate them. You have to remember, airsoft is not realistic when you do gameplay videos. They're only made for your entertainment. And we have to talk about that because these scope cameras, they have different kind of lenses. Let's say 15mm lens, 35mm lens, 50mm lens. And all of these lenses are different kind of zoom, different kind of focus. My normal lens that I play with is a 35mm lens. Main one, which is 35mm, which is zoomed in to focus around on 60 meters. What is in front 60 meters is not as in focus, and what is behind 60 meters is okay-ish. A lot of these YouTubers have tiny lenses, like let's say 25mm. So when they're shooting someone, when it looks like it's 70 meters away, in feet that is like 300 feet, in reality it's 40 to 50 meters away. A lot of it is very unrealistic expectations you see in these videos. I have things where I come home, where I look, I'm shooting, holy shit, that was such a far shot. Then I go on Google Maps, I measure, I'm like, I ask my friends, how long is this shot? Like, this is 60 meters. This is 80 meters. This is 100 meters. This is 200 airsoft meters. I go on Google Maps, I'm like, it's 64 meters. And I'm like, what? When you see these videos, remember they're made for one purpose only, entertainment. Only. They're made to entertain you. So when you watch them, when people are getting really long kills, like having different kind of lenses, and it looks really crazy, but ideally it's not. So when I get these kills with these guns, where you're like, oh my god, he's shooting people, he's one-tapping people everywhere. Sure, they are super freaking accurate. Any high-end gun is, not just the MTW, any high-end upgraded airsoft replica is accurate, okay? Even stock airsoft guns are accurate, just not as much. I mean, obviously, like from spending, let's say, $300 on a stock replica to this one with fully upgraded everything, $3,000, that's obviously a difference. But it's not like this. It goes slowly, like with the difference. It's not like exponential growth, you know? So when you take all this into consideration, why are my airsoft replicas so freaking good? I cut out a lot of bad kills. There's a lot of tricks people do with all this scope cameras and all of these things. So I cut out a lot of bad kills. Then I use 35mm lens, so sometimes it looks like when I shoot someone in reality at 65 meters, it looks like I'm shooting someone at 80 meters. Then you can look at the GoPro, for example, like the one I have on my head, the point of view. That is a fisheye view, which means that someone that's actually really close can look like they're far away. So all these cameras, all these setups are all made for entertainment, for you to watch and be like, oh my god, this is so cool. But in reality, when you look at these guns, you're like, oh my god, this is the best fucking guns I've ever seen in my entire life. Well, sure, they might be the best you have seen. But sometimes I get, let's say, 50 kills in a round, and I cut 12 or 15 away of the kills, because 12 or 50 of them was just bad kills. So obviously, like someone peeking out real quick, I shoot him in the head. Obviously I'm gonna leave that in because you're like, oh, whoa, that's fast reaction is really cool. It's because it's made for entertainment. So when everyone goes there, they see a YouTube video, let's say from Names Nico, for example, which is very good at storytelling. He's very good at making videos. Like, his videos are very good, and if you've seen the evolution of how he makes videos, it's purely content, entertainment, HDHD based content, which is all clickbaity, cool things that, like, quick snapshots and stuff. We're like, oh my god. But when he does, like, you know, snapshots of crazy cool shit, he also have rounds where he does absolutely nothing. We all do. No one is a machine. Well, Names Nico might come and say, I'm a fucking machine. He's gonna write to me at WhatsApp, be like, Kaslab, you're such a fucking bitch. I'm like, I mean, I could be. But I mean, like, for example, like Dodge the Hooligan, like, he's literally like the legendary guy in Airsoft who does like all these crazy one-taps with his M4s, like his Umbrella Armory guns, his Crytek guns, all of this cool stuff. He also has a lot of really bad shots and a lot of really bad misses and a lot of really bad rounds. But us as YouTubers just want to entertain you. We want to entertain you watching our content because we want you to enjoy it and subscribe and really love what we do, because I personally I would love to do this for a living. Like me doing this for leveling, me doing this for a living, giving free stuff away. I've been able to give so much stuff away, like travel the world, do cool stuff, do cool events, like play at all the cool fields. I would love to do that, you know? And that's why we try to make entertaining HD action-packed content. Me uploading a gameplay of let's say a round is 30 minutes long. I don't cut out when I die and go back to spawn. I don't cut out all this small talk when I stand, yeah, we're doing all this, and it's in Danish, for example, which is fucking boring for 99% of you because you don't speak Danish. It's gonna be a 30-minute video with not a lot of action. I'm gonna not really do all this scope cam stuff and all these things. It's just gonna be dumb, you know? So just to take it back and not talk for 5 years, because I can literally do that about anything. I can sell sand in Sahara, probably not, but I mean, whatever. But taking everything into consideration, why does my MTW shoot really far? Well, it's a really good replica. It's an expensive replica, but I cut out a lot of kills. I cut out a lot of misses. It's entertainment. The scope cam is not really showing accurate representation of how far I'm actually shooting. It's, you know, first I say impossible because the eye is very complex and stuff, you know, we cannot really do the same thing. So with everything taken into consideration, when you watch an Airsoft gameplay, think about it as entertainment only. It's not a realistic reflection of what happens in real life, because a lot of stuff can be cut out. People can cut rounds together, you cannot even see it. I wish I was that good at cutting. People cut stuff together, like sniper gameplay, for example. They can do like many rounds cut together because they're just sneaking around outside in the forest. It doesn't necessarily have to be run around where they're like, oh, this is one, I did this mission, you know. They make this story. And around the story, they're taking all the bits and pieces from different rounds and cutting together, making match, because they can obviously track where they've been on the field, you know. Like, I'm not saying, like, they can look through the footage. Okay, I died here. Well, let me cut from this footage before I die to this footage a little bit further because I just cut in the story, you know. So, like, it's entertainment only. Airsoft videos are entertainment. So, yeah. Anyways, I really like doing these rants. I really entertain it. I love it. I'm entertained by ranting like this by myself, so I hope someone out there will like it. Please leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, spread my fucking YouTube to your grandma, your sister, your brother, your dad, and your mom, because I'm honestly trying to grow this channel, but I'm really struggling. So please help a bro out. Anyways, peace.